But also, the bad part about plant-based diets is that nobody's going to eat only plants. So what they do a lot of the times is they incorporate carbohydrates, like refined grain-based carbohydrates, into them. Almost every vegan I've met eats mostly carbs. So it kind of defeats the purpose. They take the moral high ground by not eating meat, but at the same time, they're really not even eating plants. They're eating just mostly bread, rice, and oatmeal, and all that garbage. So believe it or not, a plant-based diet turns out to be more unhealthy than a regular omnivorous diet. An omnivorous diet is the diet that our DNA or our species evolved to consume over the course of the last 1 to 2 million years. Omnivorous means we eat both meat and plants. So if you look at, so we're about 98% identical DNA to chimpanzees. Look at what they eat. They're mostly, they're eating some fruits and some vegetables, but they're mostly eating bugs, and they actually eat a lot of small rodents. Not to mention they eat each other, which is kind of weird, but they eat a lot of meat. And we are most closely resembled genetically to a chimpanzee. So the closer you kind of eat to how they eat, they're true omnivores, the better your health is going to be able to express itself. So omnivorous means a combination of both meat and plants and fruit. And you can have some grain-based carbohydrates in there, keep it moderate. But a lot of these fitness gurus, fake gurus, they like to peddle this nonsense. People love being on the extremes of the spectrum. And almost everything in the entire world is going to meet in the middle. If you go extreme one way or extreme the other way, you're doing something wrong usually. So all meat-based, like a carnivore diet, not good. All plant-based, like a vegan diet, not good either. Meat in the middle. We are omnivores. So a carnivorous diet, our DNA is omnivorous, omnivore. So eating an all-meat diet does not coincide with our genetic predispositions in our DNA and our evolutionary history. Same goes for the plant-based diet. There seems to be both camps thinking that if you choose one side or the other, there is some magical benefit to it. This is wrong. It's just not in our DNA. Let's look at the basic physiology of like an herbivore and a carnivore. So an herbivore, for instance, look at a cow. Big, massive animal. A cow has to eat all day long because there are so few calories in plants that they literally have to constantly be consuming in order to stay alive. A cow also has, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, more than one stomach. Let me see. Okay, so they have one stomach separated into 4 different compartments, which is not what we have. And the reason that the cow has this particular physiology when it comes to their stomach organ is because they're herbivores and they eat all plants. So there's a separate process, a different process of metabolizing and digesting the plant in the cow with its 4 different, I guess we'll call it sections of the stomach, than our stomach. They were designed to eat all those plants.